All right, let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once again. We are back on the Craftiverse server, and we are getting in some things. Fivo dropping in here with the first. Welcome on in, Fivo. Welcome on in. Actually, before I fly off, let's talk about exactly what we're going to be doing here. I guess my kids had messed with my microphone here, so try to get that back in line and get levels right. That's about right. Seems about right. But yeah, we need to finish working on this. After the last stream, I had been slowly working on this, expanding the smoothness, I guess. Well, actually, we're making it pretty rough, but roughing out and making this look more natural as time progresses. So we still need to work on the top section and all of these down here. I have gone through and actually mixed in the moss with the grass just to make it look beautiful because I was getting sick of looking at the gray, to be completely honest. Just like over there along that little edge. But we need to finish up this wall and all of these walls over here so we can then get the water in, get that looking lovely and beautiful, and then we'll be able to start adding in all these beautiful flowers. Same thing with over here on this side where there's some little bits of grass poking out and stuff that we'll be able to add in the beautiful whimsy flowers. But enough talking, we just got to get in it and get to it, which of course we got everything that we need here in these shulker boxes. We're not going to roll some ads here right off the bat. We're going to get to work here. We're going to allow the people that are coming in here throughout this stream to be able to avoid said ads. You know, it's just how nice I am. You know, I'm a nice guy. Actually, I don't want to accidentally lose my pork chops here. You know, I've done that from time to time, and it's not really the greatest. But the thing that we need to keep in the back of our brains here is that as we kind of shift around here and change up some of these blocks and stuff, got to keep in mind that we're doing more of a mossy cobble look the closer we are to the water feature. That's what we need to keep in the back of our brains. And I accidentally did that on the exact same level, but that's okay. So, of course, we just got to come in here, break some of the stuff up just to make it look a little bit more natural, a little bit more carved out in that sense that it's not smooth. It's not a flat wall. You know what I mean? So by adding in all these little edges and curves and everything, it makes it pop. It makes it feel a little bit more natural. And now we're going to grab our pale moss here and we're going to just kind of start sprinkling it in because these are one of the any few block. Ooh, I already got some right there. That's okay. That's okay. We got one here. We'll do one there, and then we can throw one up on the top here. Now let's kind of get this kind of feathered around over here. How's everybody doing today? I had a pretty good day. Work was pretty normal. I ended up getting quite a bit done and then working on some other tasks at my job, but everything went pretty good today for once, actually. Hey, Lily, what's going on? Perfect timing for you to watch me go to sleep. Can only sleep at night or during thunderstorms. Well, it is nighttime, but it is not thunderstorming. There we go. All right, let's get back into over here. It's already starting to look so much better. So let's grab our mossy stone bricks and let's just start breaking this wall, making it look worn, tired. Spin around the block a few times. It's not very pretty. Chill day, just ordered a new graphics card. Ooh, that's very exciting. I hope it was more of a, you know, I'm due to update and not like, ooh, I can't keep playing anymore. I gotta get a new graphics card. So hopefully it's the latter, that it's more of the sense that, it would be nice to have a newer one. And not that your computer is failing on you, so you have to update type of ordeal. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, now that we got some of those in, let's break out the mossy cobble so we can start kind of getting an idea. We're right above Viva. We're right above your sheep pen. Your little wool farm that you got cooking on over here in your basement. So there's going to be more of the mossy cobble than anything else in this area because it's by the water, so we need to show that specific detail of it being that cobbly mossiness. Which I'm hoping I have enough for what I'm imagining in the old noggin noodle here. Shroom actually helped me with FPS a lot with changing my refresh rate for screens, but I am craving those 4K screens that just sitting there. Oh, really gonna make this pixelated blocky game look so crisp and clean, huh? Let's throw one there. This is looking pretty stony. Definitely need to do one here, one there. I think we're looking good for the solid cobble. So let's grab our mossy stairs here, and then this is what's going to help kind of smooth out some other sections. Definitely here. There's also nothing wrong with adding in a couple of these stairs, like actually going to be inside the water. Let's see here. Potentially one there, one here. We got to get some in over on this side. It's looking a little bit too gray for my liking. Start sprinkling some of these down here. Actually, we'll remove that stone one just to give a bit more of the cobbly. Now let's grab our slabs and kind of sprinkle these in random sections. We gotta get up on here. Maybe turn visible dirt behind stairs to mud. Ooh, yes. That's typically where I kind of try to hide in the light gray wool. Or if I have the light gray wool more out and about like that, then I kind of cover it up with the glow lichen. So like I try to hide more of that block and the pale moss behind like the stairs and stuff. Yeah, no, good suggestion. Good suggestion. I do like that. Could definitely do something there. And we could really use up a couple of slabs here. Even kind of like off to the side a bit. Throw in just a couple in here just to give a little bit more of a stone look inside of this little waterfall action here. Let's grab this light gray wool. And we'll kind of sprinkle it just to kind of break it up a little bit. And I'm going to grab some of this pale moss and kind of tuck it in here as well. Did I really only grab that little bit of the light gray wool? I guess so. That's okay. All right. Oh, over here. So we got Pale Moss there. Let's do... Oh, yes. Started looking at sets on Twitch to see best time to stream, and it's like 1 p.m. Like, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, yeah. That's totally the best time. That's why I'm lucky that I'm able to be able to stream on Fridays when people aren't really, when people are like at work and stuff, getting ready for the day. Because one of my buddies even suggested, he was like, "Dude, I missed most of your stream because I'm not at work yet and I'm doing stuff around the house. You should start your stream like a couple hours later, like two max, and then I'll be able to chill out in the background listening to your stream." And I'm like, "All right, man, thanks for that." So, I think if we did a slab just to break that. That's probably going to be moss behind there. I don't really have gray wool there. So we'll throw you back into here, grab stone slab. Let's see, how are we looking? Oh, I gotta get all of this stuff over here. All right, grab the light gray wool and the pale moss. We'll get this sprinkled in over here. That one's going to be a regular moss block. We'll throw in a pale moss here. And then we'll do a light gray right here. I think I should try and move weekend streams to evenings and nights. Ooh, it's a good idea, good idea. I mean, I got my 2 during the week. Weeknights after work. And then I got the 2 kind of like on the weekends-ish. I guess is like... Okay, there was a spider on my desk, dude. Just making sure there wasn't any more of them, you know? That could have been bad. All right, no, we're good. I keep holding on to my Wednesday 8 p.m., but I don't know if that's actually a good time. Careful, don't be like that video. What do you mean that video? I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm oblivious to the real world. What do we need to do? What do I need to do? This is awfully a lot of gray. Ah, stone brick. Mossy stone brick. Definitely sprinkle in some of these guys out and about. Spider gets smacked by a broom and like... Oh, and like 1,000 spiders run out of it. You've def seen it. Oh, okay. It's like, what video are you talking about? I was like, I didn't know if it was like something completely different or if it was, you know, that one that it's like, oh, yeah. Spiders, man. Now we need to get in some regular stone brick in here because there's too much flat stone. Too much flat stone. That can definitely be a stone brick. Regular stone brick. This one is definitely going to be a stone brick. And then actually that one can be a full stone brick. And then I think there. Do I have a way to get up here? Or no, because I put a slab there. Ooh. That's okay. I gotta run to the bed though, and I gotta sleep. The relic of the old internet. Oh, yes, indeed it is, Fivo. Indeed it is. Now, let's get back on over here and get our stone brick in place. We definitely need some more in here. All right, now let's grab some of our mossy stone brick. We'll start kind of touching up some sections here. There. Definitely doing one here. Probably do a slab there to be completely frank with y'all. Oh, right here. And we can do a stone brick there. I think this is looking good. We just gotta do like the top bit, just kind of make it look a little bit more rough around the top and the edges right here. Let's see here. Do we have maybe introducing one? Um, You know what? We'll do that as like a gaping hole, and then we can throw a pale moss block in there. Ooh, yes. Yes. All right. Now we could use some... another stair here. One on this corner to hide it. One there. Definitely one here. And then what we can do is throw in a pale moss block here. There. That's going to be regular moss. That's why that hole is still open. And then here will be pale moss. And then what was it that I just picked up? Oh, was it that? Yes. Okay, okay. So I think we're good there. Bada bing, bada boom. Light gray wool in there. Some regular cobble. I guess to kind of show that this is a bit more broken. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me grab some of these slabs, some of those, and some of these. And we'll kind of roughly kind of smooth out this section. All right, how's this all looking? Ooh. And once we get some of the glow lichen sprinkled in there, it's going to look better because it's going to give it that little bit more of a blue-green tinge to it. All right, we got to... where was it? Ah, yes, that little sliver right there. And then actually we can take these and we'll be able to move away. I think if we do a slab and then a stair, and if we grab some of those bad guys right there. All right, so now we kind of got to work on a lot of this. All right, so let's start with this wall here and then work our way even further. All right, mossy brick. Get that going throughout here a bit. So once we get this kind of sprinkled in, because it's kind of like one of the foundation blocks, really. Then we can start sprinkling some of the other stuff. Mossy cobble. Vivo is online. He's just AFK right now. Because that's how cool he is. And again, there's going to be more of the mossy cobble. Just because we're by the water. God, I feel like I got spiders crawling all over me now. Oh, you're doing prep for your stream. Ooh. Very excited to be lurking inside of that stream, buddy old boy. And then we'll kind of like slowly fade out the mossy cobble. Yeah, I think that's a good blend out. Grab our regular cobble. And feathering it in and then bleeding it out a bit. I just want to make sure I get the point. Ah, the points. Yes. All right. Now, so we can annoy Q. Oh, great. Of course, of course. What do you think of the emotes, by the way? Aren't they pretty cool? I think they're pretty cool. Okay. What am I on now? I think we do the mossy stone brick. Ooh, Lily spending 100 spud saying I look thirsty. They're cute. Cool poop. What do you mean cool poop? All right. Now we're starting to sprinkle in some of these mossy brick stairs. And then definitely something to the effects of this with a little bleed out. Blend bleed out? I don't know. No spuds. Are they little poops, right? No, they're spuds. Just kidding. You better be kidding, bro. You better be kidding, man. Seriously. Okay, we did those. So now let's get in some slabs. But first, oh my god, has it already becoming nighttime already? Now we still got some time. Enough time for me to fly over here and then to fly back. You know what I mean? All right. So let's get in a couple of these slabs here and there, including there, including here, there, and here. Um, definitely need to like break this wall up. It's looking a little too flat for my liking. We do something like that. Water's going to be flowing down on top of this bit, so I don't want it to be a smooth brick texture. All right, it's been just enough time for me to now sleep. Area looks amazing, by the way. Thanks, Vivo. What are you guys working on? Well, I am the only one out and about doing things. Vivo's still AFK, of course. And oh no, he's not. He's actually moving around now. Look at that. And yeah, the town area is what I'm working on. Oh, speaking of spiders, finally getting in the beautiful. Wow, we're just out of render distance of the shulker boxes. The shadows stay. That's crazy. But yeah, just getting in the rest of the detail work for this water feature, so then we can get the water in and have the pond. Which we're almost done actually getting in the details of the walls, and then we can actually get the water in. And then we'll be able to come back through and add in all these pretty flowers and stuff. Which been spending the time AFKing here and there to get some pretty the pretty whimsy flowers, if I do say so myself. All right, let's grab this gray wool. And actually, let me grab the pale moss as well, so I can blend the two in as I see fit. That'll be moss up there. That'll be moss. This one can be that one. And then you. Nice, nice, thanks. Yeah, this is going to be like an all-season affair type of ordeal, you know? Is this actually the ground? No, it is not. Throw in a pale moss block. And we will do a wool block. Pale moss. That will be mossy stuff up there. I think I got all of the exposed dirt from the stairs. Obviously, the top layer is going to be the mix of the moss and the grass. But all in all, I think this little bit here is done. Of course, we got to get in the... actually, you know what? You know what? No, we're not. No, we are not. Let's change out that one for pale moss. We'll change that to wool, just kind of make it pop a little bit more. That one can be pale moss. And that one can be pale moss. Are adding cattails to water? Of course, Fivo. Of course. There's going to be like cattails and, nope, not this one. Some lily pads, big drip leaf, and I think I'm going to do the firefly bushes more near the water and not really like on the little platforms and stuff. I just need to get my hands on some candles, basically. I got the... Ooh, what do you want? Nope, don't run away from me. Well, speaking of dye. Lime dye. Open eye blossom, and then blue orchid, which of course I can get all of these in the shop. Oh, you can live another day, sir. You can live another day. All right, so now we get this section in here. Then we'll be able to drop down a layer. So we'll grab our shulker boxes and then we'll move down to this level. All right, So now let's grab our pale moss and kind of sprinkle these bits in a little bit here and there. That's going to be regular moss. Mossy stairs. Regular stone brick stairs. I think we should stay topical and have a community project where we build a blockade. Oh, tropical and have a community project where we build a blockade. What do you mean a blockade? Throw you in there. Grab some of these stone brick slabs. And then some smooth stone slabs with our mossy brick. If we could feather it out like that, like, ooh. Yeah, let's get our hands on some regular stone brick. LOL ads. The ship's on the water. Oh! Oh, yeah. Let's not and say we did. Let's not and say we did. Yeah, we can double it there, and then we can throw one there. One here. All right. That's looking good, except for this bit right here, which is hidden underneath that slab. So we'll take our pale moss and throw it there. All right, now that we got that section done, let's drop down to here. Oh yeah, that's looking good. It is really coming together, though. Once we get the greenery in, like the flowers and stuff, it's going to make this pop a lot more in the water. Because the blue with all this green and gray, ugh, it's going to make it look so good. All right. Mossy bricks. Start off with these, get them sprinkled in here and there. Let me grab mossy cobble and throw one there and here. We could use one here. It's going to be more of this around, so that's the thing to keep in mind. Russ's house works so nice with it. It does. It's like the point is like to complement everything else. Oh, look at that. First spot of the night. No, thank you. All right, we got the mossy cobble in. Let's grab the stairs. And then we'll start getting in some of the slopey slopes. And then over. We'll do that. Because I just ran out of the mossy stone brick stairs. Okay. We'll throw a slab here. I like the idea of that kind of being brought down, although that is a lot of mossy cobble. Not mossy cobble, mossy stone brick. Um, um, I want to kind of accent this to be a little bit more caved in to make it look like the water has been like deteriorating this quite a bit. And it's time to get into the bed. Get rid of the scary nighttime. Let's take a little peeky peek over here. Oh, yes. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I'm freaking out now. I feel like there's like spiders everywhere. Oh, it's looking so good. All right. What are we working on? Mossy cobble slabs. We had worked our way down to this point. So you're a Spider-Man fan, but not a Spider-Man fan. No, I don't like spiders. They can do their own thing. Just don't interfere with me. Basically, yeah. That's broken. Here. All down in here. Get all the slabs in this area. That's looking good. Okay, we got quite a bit of stuff exposed. So let's get in our pale moss and wool. This is the fun part now, scaling back up through. Where else? That'll be regular moss. Then I think maybe on this side here where it's like broken in and everything, we'll do more of like the mud kind of in the walls a bit. That might help out. Same with like all down in here, just kind of like give it that like wet splash look to it, I guess. But yeah. All right. So now let's grab these slabs here and we'll kind of start sprinkling these in around the joint. And then we're going to grab these ones and yeah. All right, we got this section done here. That one will actually be pale moss. And then this one will be the light gray wool. Now let's move our shulker boxes down to tier. I respect that opinion, but it's obvious that Tom is the best. No, Tom is not the best Spider-Man, dude. Tobey Maguire is the OG true Spider-Man, and that's that. End of discussion. Tom Holland is not the best Spider-Man. I'm telling you, he is not. Tobey Maguire is the OG true Spider-Man that there is. I don't know why everybody thinks that, you know, that Tom is the best Spider-Man, when in reality he's not. He was so good they had to keep making them with different actors. Yeah, okay. I'll give you Green Goblin. I'll give you Doc Ock, but Thomas Peak. No. No. No, he's really not. All right, let's put the mud in the walls here. So one, I don't forget. Two, can actually get a look at it and see if it looks good. Which I think it will look good. I think that one should be mud. Even some of these here, just to kind of make it look like it's kind of going up the walls a bit, you know what I mean? It's gonna be mud, mud. Kind of also gives it that like shadowy look. And then if we kind of come through here and sprinkle some mud in, should help. We got the best parts of Toby's and No Way Home also. I mean, that is true. Let's see here. Homecoming is the best Spider-Man live action movie. That's a fact. That is accurate. No, it is not accurate. No. Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man. End of story. I really do like this idea of coming up the walls with the mud to kind of show it's a more of a saturated area. All right, let's get on our little lookout perch, and then we'll kind of just free roam this here. That's looking good. And then once the water's in, it's going to look a lot better because of the rich blue. I got to sprinkle in some more what's the word I'm looking for? I got to get some more regular stone brick in there. That's what I need to do. To kind of knock out a lot of this smooth stone texture. Yeah, that's already looking a lot better. It's been 10 minutes already. All right, we got a huge list here in chat now. All right. Homecoming, then Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Far From Home, Amazing Spider-Man, No Way Home, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Brand New Day will take #1 spot 100%. I hope the new Spider-Man is good, in all honesty. I'm a fan of all the movies, all right? It's just that my favorite Spider-Man, my favorite actor of Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire, not Tom Holland. Tom Holland is just, no. The only thing that I do like, I will say, there's one thing I like about Tom Holland, all right? We're going to do a little side rant right here. Is he actually looks accurate to the factor of following the comics of the point of, you know, Spider-Man being a young teen up and coming into the world. Tobey Maguire looked a little bit old for the part. I will say that. However, if we take favorite, what is the best? Andrew Garfield. He shouldn't have been, honestly. He should not have been. He was not a good Spider-Man. Honestly, like the whole persona of Peter Parker, in all honesty, in my opinion, Sorry, I just got a notification on my phone. That the persona best played was Tobey Maguire, of the factor of the conflicting emotions and everything, and not just some like, you know, moody teen. Like, of course, Peter Parker grew up a bit because of Uncle Ben. In all honesty, like losing his Uncle Ben was a turning point in his storyline, and it's what caused him to grow up. Andrew is the old no. Andrew is not the ultimate Spider-Man. He's too into his looks. He's too selfish, too self-centered. He's literally not even a Peter Parker dude. Like, in all honesty, like just no. All right, I'm getting sidetracked here. What do we need to do? We need to smooth out this lip right here and put in the blocks in here. All right, mossy brick. We can throw that there. Stairs. And through here. Slabs. Let's see here. We already did that edge, so we got to roughen this up a little bit. I need something. So what's wrong with Tom? You yet to say something bad. So, no, that Tom is literally a goofy teenager. Like, he's not in the serious mindset of being a superhero, of losing his uncle, and having that saying in the back of his mind every day of with great power comes great responsibility. Like, yes, there are some good key moments of the childish behavior of Peter Parker. However, Peter Parker is mature for his age, in all honesty. Like, he's more grown. He's got more experience and more trauma in the sense. It's like look at Batman. We're not even going to go into Batman actors in that sense because I can't even keep any of them fucking straight. Adam West is the best. End of the day. Anyway, but still though, it's just that. I mean, how many times do we need to see that man die? A lot, apparently. Especially when they rewrite the you know the time, redo the timeline with 3 different guys. No, stop. Give him rest. Oh. All right. What am I doing here? That's not exposed, but that is exposed. So we will throw in a gray wool there. Sorry, a light gray wool. R.I.P. Uncle Ben. Exactly. Exactly, dude. All right, so let's grab our pale moss and our light gray wool. We'll get this sprinkled in. And then this one should be the light gray wool. And that is not covered by slabs, so that'll be either moss or grass, which that's fine. We're going to need to get glow lichen on all this stuff. That's a future cube problem, not a present cube problem. That block needs to change, and so doesn't this block. Let them never butcher that line again. And he got his off screen, but then in no way Aunt May says it though. Yeah, no, Aunt May's never said it. I don't know why they. Yeah, no bueno. Right here. And then right there. Perfect. What do we got cooking here? Okay. All right. We got that kind of done. Let's push these back so we can do this edge. Oh. Do stone brick and stone brick. And then throw that back in here. And we'll grab these guys. I think that one's pretty much done, dudes. Because having already having 3 different dudes play Spider-Man in your lifetime is too much. I mean, it truly is. I mean, like, look at Wolverine, for example. Hugh Jackman's played Wolverine all the way through. Why couldn't we have had, like, a continuation of Tobey Maguire all the way through? Why do we keep going backwards in the timeline? In all honesty, like, why? And stone. I'll throw stone, mossy cobble, stone, mossy stone brick. It's stone brick, dude, not mossy cobble. Stop saying it's mossy cobble when it's not mossy cobble. Trying, I really am. I hope one day I will see Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. I don't know, dude. I don't know what they're thinking or what they're doing. I really don't. He will always and forever be Harry Potter. That's the truth behind it. That's the thing. It's just what it is, my guy. All right. So I think we just got to tackle that face. Literally, dudes. That's all we got to do. Oh. I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell indeed. Well, at least we agreed, Tom, Andrew, Toby. No. No, 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 no. No, if anything, Toby, Tom, Andrew. Are there pillagers up here, dude? Vivo, you got to spray for pillagers, dude. Don't shoot me. I'm trying to save you guys. Seriously. Oh, I don't even have my elytra on. Oh, that was easy. Here, people, have a banner. All right. I put down my ender chest. Ender chest down, right? Yes, I did. Because I need to get my scaffolding. And we're going to tackle this wall. That should be good. And then... And then we'll connect here. And then Bob's your uncle. There we go. All right. Now throw that back in there. And I am going to need... Clip. I'm not posting link no more. What about the Japanese Spider-Man though? No. That's just... No. I hate multiverse everything, dude. Like, truthfully, honestly, I do. What are we doing? We are working on this section here. I need to grab mossy, cobbly stuff. So we're going to need that and that, which I think I got enough of that. We need that. We need that. These things, we got those things. And then some mud. So let's get on up here. Not posting the link no more, but Lily not having VIP is wild. Wait, oh, I think we talked about it. What? What do you mean? But you don't like Spider-Verse movies? No, I don't like Spider-Verse movies. No, I really do not. Oh, I can't do it in the stream, but I can make Lily a mod. Look at that. Lily is now a mod and she can do whatever she wants in here. Where are your chickens? What do you mean my chickens? Am I a Miles Morales denier? I am. I don't. The whole Spideyverse, all that stuff. Just no. Just give me Tobey Maguire, and we're gonna call it a day. That's all that we're gonna do. It's all that they need to do to make me happy. Nothing more, nothing less. What is that thing that you're on? I am on scaffolding. Viva, why are you complaining about this? Cute. What, Fivo, dude? There is absolutely everything to be wrong with Miles. I don't like it. It's not right. It's not true. It's not in my heart. How about that? We will do this. Sprinkle in some more of these guys up and about. It rains all day in real life. It rains all day in games. Isn't it great? And then we will do a light gray wool here. And then we'll do that. And then to contrast it, we'll do that. Then maybe to open this up, we will do one of those actions. Don't you have chickens? I have chickens in real life, yeah. Why, is there something wrong with my chickens that I have in real life? Is there an issue there with my real life chickens? I don't have chickens here. I did actually have chickens here at one point in time. It was over here in this little crevasse. We're going on a field trip. A long time ago, there used to be a little chicken cooker right here. Now there's nothing. Now we just have cows in a hole right here that isn't really doing much, which actually I should probably get rid of. And we still have the hole in the floor of Babs and I's base to access our non-existent basement. Miles is not great. No, it is not, Fivo. You need to allow your heroes to move on and leave legacy. I mean, that is an option to have. However, I disagree with it entirely and will not accept it. Oh, I love getting Discord notifications during the stream. Yeah, Fivo, you found Tom is best. Lily, just stop. I'm gonna revoke your mod rights here in a second if you keep talking silly talk. Do that. We already got a lot of carved out bits going on right here. We could use some more separation here. And then, oh, that connected up. But we will break that and then remove those. And then we're going to work our way down a little bit so we can get this wall done. We can get the water and it's going to look so beautiful. Then we can add in all the pretty flowers. I'm not scared of you. I'd hope not. I'm scared of you. All right. Now we go this way. And then we connect it up over here. So we have a little walking platform. All right. What do we got going on here? We need to get in some light gray wool here. Little me, why? You know why. And I think I actually need to grab some of the... Do I need more mossy cobble or should I do more? Or should it be... I think it should definitely be more of broken bits. So I think definitely moving on to like slabs mixed in with the stone. That's what we should do here. And then we can tuck in some mud behind there just to give it that little bit more of the whole washed out vibe. And our mud will go there. This music is what I want for the wedding? No. That I will definitely say no with all of my heart. And what should we do? We should do something like that and that. Okay, we'll move the scaffolding down to get more into there. I don't... because we're right next to the waterfall, so that's okay. But the further we go this way, the less I want to put mud behind. I mean, we'll kind of sprinkle that in, and then we'll do that to kind of break this. And I think if we do something... Oh, God, I gotta get back here somehow. We do that. And then I don't even know what was here. Maybe that one? Sure, that one was there. Why don't you like Miles just because he's not Peter? No. With this music, he can stream the wedding. Yeah, of course, I could stream the wedding to all of you guys here in Craftiverse. I'll make sure to set up my computer outside and everything, and have the webcam going, and we'll stream the entire wedding. That would totally go well with you, honey, wouldn't it? Probably not. Okay, cool. We'll just fly right into a wall now. 0 out of 10. I do not recommend. Yeah, stream the ceremony. Yeah, it'll make a couple of cents while we're streaming. Or whatever. So Fivo, Babs, and Cheese. I mean, I can just stream it in our community Discord. Send everyone cake in the mail. Oh yeah, that'd be real delicious. All right, let's get in some more broken stuff. And I think if we do like a Z, kind of like that shape, that looks good. Oof, that's kind of ugly looking. What can we do to fix this section? Maybe just add in some more holes. And I do have more mud on me. What should be with Miles? It's not Spider-Man, dude. It's just not Spider-Man. No. That's all I got to say about Miles. All right, I think that's Gouda. Gouda. Very Gouda. Why? Because he's just not, dude. It doesn't make sense. Also, why is the suit completely different? Why isn't it just and like how is he a Spider-Man? That's my big question. How is he a Spider-Man? How can there be more than one Spider-Man? There can't be. There's only Tobey Maguire. Yeah, no, we're not going to put scaffolding back there, dude. No. No way. Can we call it good? Does it look good for my house? I'm getting sick of looking at this stone, dude. It's pretty flat there. And I got to do something there. All right. We got just these two little bits and then we can call it. And then we can call it. Honestly, I think if I continue just to kind of do this stuff. I think it'll be fine. It'll help pop a bit more, potentially. Ooh, no. Nope. Bring you right here. No, there's actually more than him. No, there's not. Not in my brain. Prime Spidey is 90s cartoons, to be honest. No. Nope. Tobey Maguire. All day long, dude. Wool. And we have the pale moss exposed, so we will... I am starting to love scaffolding more and more, dude. Except for right now. Just literally trying to do that one little bit. That is covered, so we can actually do that as light gray wool. Gravel looks pretty cool. It's natural. Kind of goes with the rest of the colors. I just didn't want to deal with the whole gravity aspect of of the gravel, so that's why I didn't really mix in gravel into the block palette. You are wrong, Twitch. Twitch, this man spreads lies. I do not spread lies. What am I doing? I was doing something over here. Was it? Oh, yeah. It was right here. Light gray wall. And then, oh. Was that it? Oh, yeah. No, there was this bit here. Which that will also be light gray wall. And then we'll throw in that. Oh, I think we did it. All right. Done with that. Done with that. Of course, we can come back to it over time. I always say this. Why do I always say this to myself? We can always come back to this and like tweak some things, add some things, make it even more beautiful. But yeah, of course we could. But do I really want to? Yeah, probably in the future I will end up doing that. But that's not to say I'm doing that right now. So let's not and say we did. Man, just from doing some terraforming, I've gotten some bones, some phantom, some phantom membrane, some string, ominous bottle with battlement 2. Ooh, a lead, some torches, spider eyes, and a flint. I am rocking it. All right. Where are my buckets? Are right here for some reason in my redstone box. Who would have thought that? Early 2000s really messed with people. What do you mean? Next thing you'll tell me, first Avenger Captain America is better. What? You want to specify that a little bit, Fivo? I'm not really in... how do I word this without causing a whole other kerfuffle? I never got into Captain America, really. I mean, yeah, when, like, the Avengers and stuff came out, like, of course, I'd go and see just about every... Well, back in high school, I used to, with my buddies and everything, that we would go and see the new movies of Marvel and everything of that, so... What would you say, Q? Like, that 90s Captain America movies. Oh, no. No, thank you. Billy redeeming 250 spuds for me to stretch as I'm literally... Oh, dude, I need a steamroller. Oh. Has anybody got a steamroller I can run? I need to, like, pop my back. Does anybody here do 3D printing, by the way? I'm just curious, asking for a friend. The reason why I ask is because I've recently got into the hobby of RC car stuff. Specifically, like the 1/18th scale stuff. And actually, just to show you, is like this guy right here. It is a 1979 Ford Ranger F-150 XLT. And it's the from Traxxas, and it's the High Trail package. And the only thing that I've done to this for mods is different wheels. Well, I've been trying to work in a program to 3D model stuff, and I want to like make like a tow truck body for the back of this thing and actually get a winch for it to be operational in that sense. As I'm looking at it, I kind of want to drive it right now and play with it. But we got work to do. We got work to do. Going to get ready for my stream. We'll be lurking still. Aw, thanks for the lurk, Fivo. You're the greatest. I will try my best to continue streaming, so that way I can raid you with you in here. So that's how these things work. All right, let's get this all to be water source blocks. And then we got to get the water to come down the way that we want it to come down. I think if we add in here. Is that enough water? I think so. Let's sleep. And then we'll check it out in the daylight. I wish I could learn to use the spears in here with the latest update. See, that looks so much better already. With having the water in here, it breaks it up so much. I think that little waterfall is plenty. It's just enough to where you're not fully consumed. And we need to make an infinite water source down here so we can get the bottom layer done. And also just so that way we can actually utilize this as a fishing pond. Because that's how this works in this game. If it's deep enough and they're water sources. Which I know it's deep enough. And we just got to get all of the water in here. And let's see here. We do a water bucket here and here. Now we have an infinite water source. Now we can start spreading the water around here to fill in this section. That make a water? No, it's got to be here. Now I can go there. And then here. No, I don't want to fly. I just want to get over to this side. All right. There's no weird looking water effects here. No, we're looking good. Now, if I do this... Ooh, that does become infinite. Nice. All right. Now we just got to work our way around this little lip here. All right, now I gotta get over to... Oh, it's because of the mud blocks. That's why. Okay. I was like, why am I, like, tripping out over here, dude? And get all of these filled in. Alright, now we just gotta figure out what's causing this weird water. Was it literally that slab? It was indeed that slab. Alright. That was like the clean. Oh, that was like the cleanest I've ever been able to like fly out of the water. Oh, so good. So good. That blue really helps make it pop. All right, we can put our buckets back in our redstone box. That's not where that one goes. Scaffolding can go back because we're done with the walls. And let's get in some of these big drip leaves. And kind of in random places, but not too random. Just enough to kind of make it pop a bit. I definitely need a couple of them that is like just at the water level. And I think our last one will be here. And we need our lily pads. And our firefly bushes, which are going to be kind of randomly. Do I still have? I should grab some mud and put mud in random patches. With the firefly bushes around the area. I think honestly, like in this corner would be nice. We got a couple there. Potentially here. If I grab a stair, that might look a bit better. Yeah. And if I sprinkle in just a couple here. And then maybe even along the pathway just to kind of make it look a little bit more gardeny, watery. Maybe just to there, honestly. Just like right up next to the water. Because these are kind of like cattail bushes. It's kind of like what these things look like. So, you know. All right. And now... Oh, lily pads are in my hand. So we'll kind of place these randomly. And then actually, I wonder. Here's my rocket box. Does Naroko's shop have the flowers that I'm looking for? Because I didn't think about this till now. No. Dude, I was really hoping for some of these cactus flowers, my guy. Um, Generally we got sea pickles, some seagrass. Um, can I? Oop, do we need? No. Is Fivo's bed still in the back of Babs and I's shopping mall? Oh my god, it is. What does your shop look like on the outside? On the outside, it just looks like a giant shopping mall tower. It's grand. It's average size, really. It's not that huge. It's like average size, honestly. It's not too big. Yeah, this is what Babs and I's shopping tower looks like. We have a giant angel statue. We have a Tetris thingy. We got a giant ship. We got a little house. We got a slime castle. That's for mud and dirt and stuff. We got a redstone shop over here. The building I'm standing on is the greenery shop, basically like our farm shop. We got a honey shop, iron shop right there. And rocket shops here. It was there, but now it's being moved to there. I have no idea what this is going to be. But let me get my hands on. I mean, my connection is not bad. Are we just having some lag here, dude? Maybe. Sand. And if the cactus that I just bought. Of course, I forgot you can't do that directly next to a wall. If I do this, do I get the flower? No. Oh. Do I actually have these flowers? Um. No. Yes. Right there. We got cigarettes. And we got a bunch of stuff. Oh my goodness. I did not realize we had all this stuff. Okay. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to unload some of these things. Torches, gravel, and oh, stone. Throw dirt in. I need item frames. Is that what I need? Some sticks. Cool. I could only make one more of those. Bada bing, bada boom. 7 of them. And actually, let me grab that out of there. And let's see what the total count is now. 48 diamond blocks. Oh my. We are rich. Can I just place them? Oh, you know what? Oh, this kind of worries me. Because if I did what I'm thinking, like an armor statue, could you potentially hook into the armor statue with a fishing pole? Do I happen to have oh no, I got fishing poles right here though. Okay. We'll use this one. And then we'll just do a test run here. Baseplate, no. Gravity, no. Show arms, yes. Done. Put that in that hand, and then swap it to the head. Done. And we're going to shove you out over here. This is going to take a hot minute. Then if we can get this lined up on the lily pad. So I guess you just kind of got to be careful and not be... I guess we'll do a couple. I guess we'll have that one there. Then we'll do like more of the outskirts. Maybe like do one there. And then like one in the corner. Where did that shulker box go? Right here. And we'll grab more of these guys. Yep. And I want to do one here. Gravity, no. Show arms, done. Swap it over. Bring this down. And then rotation, lock it, invisible. Very nice, very nice. And then what we'll do is we'll break that one. And then, so we got a couple over there. Let's do one here. No, no, yes. Do that. Swap hands to head, bring you down. All right. And now let's get this pushed back onto the lily pads. Rotation. All right, we got a couple of pink in here now. I think we definitely need one kind of like tucked in the corner over here. So maybe if we move this one to here and then did that. Oh no, yes, done. Swap that, done. And we bring this down. Let's rotate it. To be kind of like that. We got to bring it down more. The Z is this way, Z. Lock it invisible, yes. I say that's pretty beautiful. And did I put away the Z pickles? I probably did. But we'll sleep so that way nothing happens to our beautiful builds. And I totally left here without grabbing the things that I need. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so I got my seagrass. The bamboo will be for something different. We'll put those away. Uh, Brain fart, totally. No. Trying to find my sea pickles, man. Ah, right here. And our seagrass, which will come in and place these around just to break up this single tone of all this brown. Wow, it's more of like a black, really. This will help give it a little bit more life and natural kind of esque vibes to give. I need to get a bucket for there. And then if we come in and kind of place in some sea pickles here and there, it'll help light up the water. It might be too much. I don't know. We'll have to wait till nighttime and then we'll kind of come back in here and see how it is. But we have to wait for night on that one, which we did just sleep, so. But I mean, this is shaping out to be pretty cool looking. I have sugarcane popping around in here somewhere. No. But I should have some in a chest somewhere, maybe. Sugarcane, sugarcane. No. Is this thing still going? Or did this get removed? Oh, it's still going. Grab just a couple bits. And I'm going to need some string. Mom stuff up. My stuff is organized now. It's not just all whimsy. Question. How is that just placed about? Oh, you can just place it. And let's grab some mud. Put string on there to prevent it from growing because I want it to be at a certain height. I think right here will be good for a 3 tall guy. And then I think right here for another 2. And I think if we have one sticking out right here as 1. I think that'll be good. Oh, yeah. That's making this area come to life more and making it look really good. I also kind of wonder. I wonder if we did one here. Yeah. I'm liking it. I'm kind of stalling for nighttime, but it's going to take forever to get to night. When we're in the middle of doing something, it's like boom, bam, boom. Okay, let's at least pick these up. Get these taken care of. And I'm going to have to sort out my inventory later. I wonder if doing another one would be good or not. I think honestly that's okay. I think that's good for the time being. Um, no, I mean, this whole entire cliff face is really shaping up to be. I mean, that's just the tickle of it. That's just like the beginning of what this is going to be, of this like whimsy little like water feature in the sense like no cattails. There'll be cattails. I just wanted to get this vibe in right here, you know? I gotta get some glass. I gotta make up some candles, and I gotta get the dyes and everything. So it's gonna be a bit of a grindy process. Yeah, it's sugar cane. I'm gonna get some cattails in here. Um, I'll sprinkle in a couple of cattails along with the sugar cane. I think I'll do like kind of like more of a thicker kind of cattail section right here, and then kind of like feed it out. But that's at least like what it's gonna look like with said cattails. You know what I mean? But in all honesty, it does look really nice. Thanks, Vivo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And actually, we'll do a little shelfie with here, you know, and we'll put it into the Discord. That's what we'll do. Put it into the old Craftiverse Discord. Be like, look at what I did today, guys. Looks so good. Oh, and it's almost nighttime to cool. Good, 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 good. So we can see if we did too many sea pickles or not. Because those are kind of hidden down there below. I just want to make sure that I didn't do too many of them, you know what I mean? I'm hoping not. But we'll see here in just a couple of seconds. Viva, when are you... Oh, you're streaming in a little bit. I gotta get off here and get the kiddos to bed and everything. And oh, the paths are looking good though, especially with these. I gotta do more hidden lighting, and of course, we'll change all of the ground around to be like how it is over here with the mix of the grass and the moss. We'll do that everywhere, and then we'll have like moss carpets in areas with the hidden lights underneath it. And then once we can come back in here and get some more of the flowery stuff put in here, I feel like Shroom has a trigger where when someone posts anything, he posts the shorts. Oh, maybe. He might. I don't think that's too many sea pickles. I think it's just a good amount, honestly. And then with the firefly bushes, giving it this like, ooh, it's making it look really, really nice. Oh, it's so beautiful, dude. So gorgeous. But yeah. We got to do some more lighting, some more pathway things. Where's my door? You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. What do you mean there are monsters nearby? Yeah, let's move it. There. Shaders? Options, video settings. I can't remember. The hotkey to activate shaders. I think it's actually K now that I think about it. All right, let's take a peek seeing shaders. I forget I have shaders half the time. Oh my, the pathways and everything. It looks so beautiful. Dude, this all looks so pretty. Like, look how whimsy this is. Now, let's make it daytime. As quickly as we can. And then we'll see what it looks like in the daytime. It's K. Oh, the hotkey is letter K. I thought you mean like it's okay. Like it's all right with the shaders on. Oh, you have different ones. Yeah, I got different shaders. Oh, but that looks so good though. With the sun ray coming in and everything, like, oh. Definitely getting a screenshot of that. And a screenshot of that. Oh. Oh, it looks so good. Ugh. Put it back. Put it back. I might have to play with shaders on entirely now. This world just looks so much better. Like everything looks better with the shaders on. Our whole whimsy vibe going on over here looks so much better. Then we turn it off and it's just like, ugh. But I hate playing in constant shaders. I like checking things with the shaders mod, but I hate playing in shaders. Because it screws with my brain because it's like, this doesn't look good. Then you add more to it, but then once you like turn shaders off, it's like too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, we just have to keep in mind, like, if you're fishing in here, which you will be able to fish because it is deep enough and big enough to actually fish out of this, just be mindful that these are armor statues. So, like, avoid there, like, aim for the central of the pond, in all honesty. Like, just be better to be safe than sorry. Look, I added distant recently, and it's just diff game now. It is, like, having the distance, like, being able to see things from far away is extremely nice. Because, like, I can stand on your Craftyville house, and I can see almost the other end. But then again, I think... Do I have... Yeah, I use Bobby. I thought I had Distant Horizons, but I have Bobby. Render distance is set to 30 chunks, so let's bump that to 40. Being able to see more and further is really nice. Because it's like, one of the biggest things of like why I based so close to Craftyville this season was because I literally wanted to like see things constantly like be popping up and changing and stuff. So it's like being able to see that and seeing this landscape change over time, and then also being able to, how are you all the way up here, dude? And having an overlook of the gaming district is going to be amazing. Like, I love the location that I picked out. And I can see into the shopping district, so it's really cool too. Oh, it's amazing. But enough of that said. Like I said, I got to get off here and I got to go help out with the kiddos, get them to bed and everything. And I got to get myself something to eat because I am becoming a hungry spud man. I can tell you that for free. Don't even have to pay me to say that. But yeah, I'm really impressed and I'm really happy with what we accomplished here tonight. I truly am. We got a lot of the river. We got all the like the rock faces and stuff done, all the terraforming done. We have the water feature in there. And We got in the prettiness of the pond. They're already in bed. What do you mean they're already in bed? Same for the location. They'd be wanted to be close. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like everybody was like, "Oh, it's so small." What we picked out for the seed for this year being on the continent-shaped land, whatever. And then everybody's like, "Oh, it's actually a pretty big size." And then other people are like, "Oh, it's it is small, but it's not like we don't need to be far away with huge land claims and everything. We can be close and have like big structures and stuff and tie into one another." Which is what I like so far of this season is that like we are close and there's a lot of neighbors and everything, and that every time you log in, you turn around, you can see something popped up or something has changed in the sense, whether it's like a custom tree or a bush or even like a pathway or like clearing of something. Like I always love that too. Like just seeing like logging in one day and then seeing like this giant hole out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Or like just a whole deforestation of a section or something in that sense. Like even still, that's crazy. But I am hungry. I am even hungrier than a hungry hippo, my guy. So I am going to be getting off here and I am going to be getting some grub. I tell you what. So let's see here. Is anybody that I'm following? Yeah, let's see if I can. Can I raid my buddy Big Papa Bean? He's doing some For Honor tonight. Let's see if it'll let me. Oh yeah, I'll be able to raid him. Sweet. Make sure to go share some love with him. He's really good at For Honor. He actually got me into the game, and I've yet to play it in a very, very long time. I only really played it with him anyway when he was available and I was available, but that was just how things were going at the time. So maybe I'll catch up with him at some point and we'll play some For Honor together at some point. But anyways, guys, thank you again, and I hope that you all have a great day.